Hello and welcome to a special April Fool's Day themed episode of Video Game Easter Eggs. Okay, so there's like 4 cool April Fool's events in this video, but you get what I mean. Anyway, let's begin today's video with the reference-packed The Wardobe. Now usually, I would try and involve you guys in the Easter egg hunting process, but today I'm going to put my own skills to the test and see how many references I can spot in a couple of different scenes. So, in the kitchen, I can see the plant in a boot from Wall-E, and to be honest, I'm struggling to find anything else. I mean, this claw looks like it could belong to Wolverine, and I swear that I recognise this handle, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm guessing that you're no doubt shouting at your screen right now, pointing at loads of references, but personally I'm stumped. The next area is the junkyard, where thankfully the references are a little more obvious. So here we can find the banana stand from Arrested Development, the head of the T-800 from the Terminator movies, this booth, which is from Futurama, this gorilla sitting on top of a massive reptile, which is a reference to King Kong vs Godzilla, and finally this drawing from the Slenderman games. Now I'm confident that I've named most of the Easter eggs in this area, but if you can spot something that I've missed, let me know in the comments. Right, it's now time for our overused video game Easter egg of the week. Today's Easter egg can be found in mobile shooter Age of Zombies. During level 6-1, you can find a familiar looking car hidden in a barn, making this the 207th time that the DeLorean from Back to the Future has been referenced in a video game. Be sure to join me next time for another overused video game Easter egg of the week. So in the last episode of this series, we covered some unique paintings in Sniper Elite 5, but today's Easter egg from the fun Sniper Mup is a reference to a really good movie. During Mission 3, you can find a group of enemies having a very strange conversation.
I'll have a beer. Thanks, Malcolm.
Fine. And you, Lenny? All right then. 3 of your finest beers, please.
God damn it, you've killed us all again, Frank.
What? What?
3 beers. 3! This 3. Not the German 3. If an FBI agent spots that, we're done for.
So the group arguing about the way to order 3 beers when undercover in America is a reference to this scene from Inglourious Basterds, where Michael Fassbender's character reveals that he is a spy by the way that he orders 3 drinks.
He ordered 3 glasses. We order 3 glasses. That's the German 3.
Now, over the last couple of episodes of this series, we've dipped our toes into the well of Easter eggs that is the Futurama game on the PS2. So far, the Easter eggs in the 2003 action platformer have been complicated to say the least. But the first of today's Futurama Easter eggs is relatively straightforward. Well, straightforward when compared to opening and closing bin lids 30-something times. During the New York level, you'll need to solve a puzzle in a bar that sees Fry pulling the beer taps in a certain order. Well, after solving the puzzle once and saving the nibbler, do the puzzle again, and head back to the start of the level, at which point you should hear this sound. Next, head back to the bar to find a now open secret room with messages from the developers. I mean, it's not as hard to find as the other Futurama Easter eggs that we've covered so far, but who would think to solve a puzzle twice? The other Futurama Easter egg is a bit on the racy side. During the Red Light District level, you can find some ladies of the night sitting behind windows, and if you shoot the windows in the order that I do, this will happen. So the lady in the middle will start to bounce up and down. Personally, I think she was given a space hopper for her birthday, and that's why she's bouncing. So YouTube, there is nothing to see here. Right, let's get into the April Fool's in-game events now, starting with House Flipper 2. Now, if you were to make a list of fast-paced, life-risking action games that have you trying to best your previous times, House Flipper 2 would probably be at the bottom of that list. Well, that was until April Fool's Day. If you purchase an in-game VR headset, you'll be able to partake in a good old-fashioned game of The Floor is Lava. I mean, for what is essentially a joke, this mode is actually quite fun. Oh, and this isn't part of the April Fool's event, but when cleaning a garage I found a tin of magic beans, but as of yet I can't seem to plant them. Next up is Overwatch 2, which always gets involved in the April Fool's Day fun. So once again, the characters in the game have been given googly eyes, which is still funny. And for a limited time, there is a new game mode that throws balance out of the window. When loading up the game, something called placeholder text can be seen at the main menu. Selecting this will reveal a mode called Balanced Overwatch, but this mode is anything but balanced. Each character is given a buff, or in some cases even a nerf. So for example, Bastion's standard form is now his tank form, where he can now move at full speed. Soldier 76 can sprint and fire at the same time. Widowmaker has been given 3 charges of her grappling hook, which is perfect for those looking to land trick shots, and Brigitte has had her size increased 1.5 times and been given a permanently bigger shield. This is what April Fool's modes should be about. Just throw the rules out the window and have fun. Oh, and just like last year, each character has been given a newer, much funnier ultimate voice line. Here are a couple of my favourites.
It's past your bedtime.
Mace to the mace to the mace to the mace to the face!
Another game that loves the day where you can't take anyone seriously is Among Us. Last year they gave us the horrifying sight of Among Us characters shaped as horses. And this year things are even weirder. So just for reference, this is how Among Us characters usually look. And here is how they appear during the April Fool's event. So each character is given a really long neck, which even comes with its own unique kill animation. The final game that took part in April Fool's Day is Dead by Daylight. On April the 1st, the My Little Oni mode was added to the game, and when playing as the killer Oni, the map might seem a little smaller than usual. So in this mode, the killer is huge and the survivors are tiny, which makes things a whole lot more intense. Now, I don't know about you, but I actually wouldn't mind these modes being added to each game permanently, which shows just how fun they can be. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that is literally what this channel is all about. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.